Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Time for game number 2 between Penta Sports and Team Kinguin. Penta went for a bit of a crazy draft in game number 1 with Venge Core and then a little Shrag here to try and push down early towers. Didn't quite work out the way they wanted. Team Kinguin offered enough resistance here and they got their heroes to a point what they wanted to be, with the exotic deer Lone Druid in particular just helping to bring down these buildings, winning a couple of team fights here and there with crazy damage. The Penta Sports actually down 1-0 in this elimination series. My name is Dragon Drop. I'm joined by Delta Fox or Bravo. Welcome back.
Hello. Good evening if you're in Europe. Good morning to my American friends.
Yep. Hey, we see a Vengeful Spirit again. This time though in hands of Team Kinguin together with the Clockwork. So what do you think about that?
Well, it's a good combination. High stun potential, high kill potential. If this is a carry Venge, you can definitely do a lot of damage here. It's support. It's a strong roaming duo. Penta themselves opening up with Darkseer and Slardar. Kind of the same idea of what they were going for last game with this, vacuum AoE stun. I didn't really see it too often or at all. Getting that, the vacuum into the Burrow Striker, to the vacuum, into the Lesh Stun, which they had last time. But they're going to go with the Darkseer, Slardar, maybe a lot more lane pressure. He can able to sprint, keep up with the Iron Shell, get that nice stun damage off. So early kill potential there for Penta. Team Kinguin, I guess, trying to counter it. Clockwork, good hero against Darkseer, and Slardar holding them in, and I guess mana burning them as well. Slardar not known for having the best mana pool, but the bans for both teams, we can see Chaos Knight and Lycan on the second ban for Team Kinguin.
Yep.
And then Puck and another ban coming in. I thought that Team Kinguin actually played that. Their Puck play was actually really good. They were able to use it fairly often and get a lot of the kills that they needed for space. So I can understand why Penta is banning that out.
Well, definitely like the CK ban. It's one of Oliver's classics, and you only have the Slaughter with a minus armor, so CK on its own is can easily get to a point where he just deletes people off the map, and at the amplified damage or corrosive haze it's called now from the Slaughter on top of that, and that extra bit of teamfight control.
Yeah,
you don't want to play against that. Yeah.
You also have to realize it's not just the corrosive haze; it's also I think it's the reality rift that applies to minus armor. Yeah, exactly. It is. So it's even more minus armor on top of that, and we're dealing with if this is a core Venge, even a support Venge, but the hero gets a lot of armor. It's a high agi game. Clockwork, of course, will be him himself playing blade mail, whatever, all the armor items that he usually builds. So pretty tanky, but just taking that option away. Team Kinguin thinking of their next pick here. Probably, I think, still doesn't want to reveal too much. So they probably know this is going to be roaming Slardar and offlane Darkseer, but they want to hide who their core is. So I would imagine they would pick up another either a hard 5, and if they do, that's going to signal that they're the Vengeance core, or they're going to pick up another flex. And I think it's better for them to pick up a flex pick here.
Yeah, I mean. We were assuming offlane Darkseer last game, but he ended up playing mid, so...
Well, it was still kind of offlane, but they just rotated so that they would have the better lanes.
Yeah.
But they're going to go with Omni Knight, so this is... That does fit in with that flex pick idea, right? This guy can go as, this hard 5 position, or he can go offlane. And it's pretty strong against, if you're seeing the Slardar, most of the time when you see the Slardar, you're thinking that the other team is going to pick up a very hard physical or high physical damage carry. So having the availability from the Guardian Angel, and then also having the repel against everything that Darkseer does, it can be fairly strong. So Penta Esports kind of has to be concerned on who they pick up here. Their lanes are not mostly set, but in terms of the roles and the farm distribution, Penta has revealed more than Team Kinguin has. So I think currently right now, Team Kinguin has a little bit of edge on the draft. I think Penta picks up as support here, right, Dragon? I don't think they want to reveal too much.
I'm not in their heads.
In their heads. Well, let's find their Discord or whatever, and then let's just get in there and just broadcast it for everyone. I'm sure the fans would like that a lot.
I'm sure Penta would want that. Yeah.
No stream Hyperino, please.
So wouldn't be too surprised to see them pick up some more semi combos or something that can work together with the Darks here. So generally with this kind of lineup, you want to have as many puzzle pieces that fit together in like ones or twos as possible. So you are not reliant on a single, like a single way to play, a single path of initiation. If that makes sense. You don't want just the blink vacuum into blink stun. You want something else on top of that. And in the early parts of the game, Shadow Demon with the disruption, pretty decent setup here for the Slaughter, just walking up the stun as well. And actually seen the Shadow Demon late the other day.
Cutting off a little bit for me. Can you hear me?
Yes. Might have heard a bit of a leg spike there, I don't know. Or it's on your end, because OBS is showing fine.
10 seconds remaining.
But yeah, anyway, Shadow Demon, I've seen the Shadow Poison build being back in style, so maybe Penta Sports want to commit to that. It can be extremely cool, and do a lot of damage here if you end up getting a couple of stacks up and running. But with the Omni Knight and now the Viper, with the Repel and the Corrosive Skin, might change the math on that a little bit. Queen of Pain coming up next. So Penta Sports adding that extra bit of burst damage. So once again, plenty of tools in the kit to work off of each other. Be just one or two heroes setting up for you.
5 seconds remaining.
Hello?
Yes?
Okay, my internet was dying and I didn't understand what was going on.
Okay.
So make sure I'm still here. Sorry.
Welcome back.
Alright, so I couldn't really hear you. What you were saying? I see a Viper and a Queen of Pain.
Yeah, so I was talking about the Shadow Demon Shadow Poison build. Saw that the other day, and
yeah, you're right. He does actually have a lot of talents that fit in for a more Shadow Poison kind of build. Has a lot of potential to put in a lot of damage. Yeah, I think that's what I was thinking when they were when they picked the Shadow Demon. They needed, I think, a saving hero if they get swapped in, or if they get stunned or someone gets bucked or something like that. They needed a hero, someone who can save them. And normally that would be like the Venge against the Clockwork, but they obviously they did not have that option, so they went with the Shadow Demon instead.
Yep. Alright, I'm completely blanking out because yesterday I've had the Shadow Demon player with like playing that every game with that Shadow Poison build, and for the life of me I cannot remember what that was. But it was
the player or the team?
Both. I think it might be Gambit. I'm just trying to find another buff right now because it really bothers me. I'm so bad at just remembering these kind of things. I know that it happens.
Well, I mean, when you're casting like 10,000 games, it all kind of blends in, you know.
Yeah.
Not gonna no flame. But here we go. Last pick coming in. 3, 2, 1 Penta random. They're gonna go with the Ursa Warrior. Pretty decent against the Omni Knight and the Viper a little bit. Just able to kind of burst through them with the Furious Swipe damage and also Diffusal Carrier against the Omni Knight. Does struggle a little. I worry about the Ursa just because if he misses his Diffusal timing, the Diffusal cooldown is a lot longer now. So if he misses it or he messes it up, the EGA can come out. There's lots of ways to get kited with the stun, the swap. Power Cogs actually just screw this hero over. He has very little mana, so he gets burned. He's done. If he gets trapped in there, it's not great. He might have to waste some Furious Swipe stacks or some overpower stacks to get out of there. And of course, the Viper is slowing down. It can get a little tricky for this Ursa Warrior.
Yep. Right, I believe it was Vanscore.
And score, yes.
From Empire, so yeah, I'd be back in style completely here, but there's something to be said for Disruption, Shadow, what's it called? Soul Catcher. Ooh, Phantom Assassin. All right.
PA.
One of the few heroes that can actually man fight up against the Ursa.
Yeah, it's not too bad. There's no real counter against evasion anymore.
Alright,
a lot
complete.
better.
Can't really say that. Like 75% on Monkey King Bar is still pretty good.
It's not
still
bad.
killing her, right? But
It's
the
still
thing
gonna
is, in
kill her,
this
but
game,
it's not a complete like I'm gonna negate an entire item or I'm gonna negate an entire ability.
exactly, and that is good. That's a good thing, right? Because just having that and be completely useless is just bad design, really.
One thing that I want to know more about some of the skills is that so there's evasion, and then there's accuracy, but then there's also mischance as well. And some abilities actually include mischance. So like when you're going uphill, it's not accuracy. You know, it's not evasion. You have a mischance. So I'm wondering, when you have, does accuracy work against mischance as well? I would imagine that those mechanics would still work the same way, correct?
That is a good question that I do not have the answer to.
Yeah,
I just know that it kind of should, right? Because mischance is tied to a hero, but so is accuracy.
Yeah, I mean, accuracy is like hitting something that has evasion, right? Yeah. But mischance... Yeah. I mean, I think that it probably still works the same way, but I was in a game where like there was, I think, high evasion, and you know, there's an MKB, and then also I think that, you know, there's Solar Crest or whatever. There was like different things going on, and I was wondering about, you know, are those things separate now? Like, does mischance not get affected by accuracy, and does that matter, and how's that all work? But I think it should still work all of it the same way.
Well, we'll never know until we test it out. It's one of these curious mechanics that don't often even see the effect of in most games. I wish cards would stop spamming. I hate that.
Find me the answer, Reddit. Go.
Yeah, relying on Reddit to do that. Yeah,
Reddit is life. Reddit is love. Reddit is life. Just rely. Just whatever I see on Reddit, I believe it's true. The community
no comments on that.
Never leads me in the wrong way.
Oh god. Oh god. I can't take this. I need to look at effigies.
Look at effigies. Let's look at the effigies. We got Storm. At least I tried. By case or whole, man. Feels bad, man. Feels bad.
Still haven't fixed it.
Why are you so sad? At least Patos is happy. He has a Kamehameha.
Yeah.
God.
He looks sad, but if you look at his face, he's actually smiling like a madman.
Kamehameha.
This Storm. Yeah. Ready to go again. Into game number 2, Penta Sports versus Kinguin. Kinguin's up 1-0. If they win this game, then they will be knocking Penta out of the Summit qualifiers. It's as simple as that. The winner will play up against Hellraisers, I believe, later today. Something like that.
I think so.
Yeah. It's scheduled to start. Oh yeah, it's Lyrical taking over right after this game. Looks like we might have some clashes here. Team spreading out a little bit more than we usually see. Armin, DNZ, and Oliver down here in the bottom, and Patos. We have a ward here, but it does see DNZ first, so can back off in time.
I actually really like this ward from Boogie. Actually, it's not a ward spot I had considered before, just because all these tree changes. I'm not entirely sure where to put my wards anymore. I think this is actually a really strong defensive offlane ward. You can see the pool, you can see a little bit up towards that line up there above it, and you can also see the river. So if you're getting rotated on from behind, you can react a little bit easier. I really like that ward placement there. It's something that you learn something new every day just by watching.
Even reaches this high ground here, so no one can even sneak across here. That's actually a super cool ward.
Yeah,
right?
I really like that ward spot.
Yeah, I'll steal that one for my pubs. Not that vision matters here in my bracket, but hey.
Thank you, Boogie.
Penta actually gonna get 3 bounty rolls here by the looks of it. Boogie is stealing the one on the Dire side. Kinguin not ready for this one, so hey, off to a good start, and now he's trying to do the Batrider thing with the creep pull. Not sure about this one.
He has boots first, but so does Clockwork. He should be able to outrun him. But yeah, this is actually the scary part.
You might have to skill search here at this
Clockwork
point.
does have the move. Stun.
Yeah. Stun, Berry Soldier just running him down. Mistakes were made. Trying to use waves through trees. Yeah, he will be the first blood. Will be shared, so not too much crazy money for a single hero, but bottom lane, trying to do the same to Partos, but he's has a lot more defensive utility as well, and a better positioning. At the very least, Boogie with a free TP can go back immediately and not miss out on too much. And he has a double wave coming his way now, so with the raiding creep on a tower, he's gonna get a crazy amount of experience.
Yeah.
So, hashtag worth it, I guess.
Hashtag worth. I mean, you're gonna get XP. I know that some off-laners definitely had that thought. As Boogie actually can get gone again, level 2 for case after that first blood.
Not sure how you got that, but yeah, Boogie will fall the second time, so never mind that experience.
Yeah, they actually did something very smart. They actually backed up Aleshash and so allowed Kesor and Exotic Gear to share that the full XP of that wave. So it was allowed Kesor to get that fast level 2.
Radiant's top tower is under
Well played
set
indeed.
up that kill.
Yeah, Sash giving it over.
are fortified.
Well, that offlane not off to the best start. Boogie on the Starksy again, and Kato. Yeah,
No, it is not.
he's just continuing. Zortier just with another jump. Gets the Iron Shell out. TP in from Slaughter and the Shadow Demon. They're done with this. Alright, never mind.
Yeah,
Shadow
you need
Demon
to
actually
protect
cancels
him.
it. Yeah. Alright, Alistar stealing the Bounty Ruins. Alright, this part of the map. Penta, still not happy about it. Let's look at the others. 9, 3, and 4 in mid. He's up against the Viper though, and never a fun time for almost any hero.
Yeah, Viper versus Co-op. I like this new Viper though. This Viper is very powerful. This is not how the Nether Toxin works. It's really crazy.
Not that super easy to last it with that, just because it's attached to a poison tag with the extra damage.
The Nether.
But, yeah, the old Nether
yes.
Toxin.
Yeah, they're both they're kind of related to one another. And actually, no, they're not. Nether Toxin is not related to poison tag. But they're gonna stun up in this mid lane.
Oh. soon here trying to set up for something, but Nisha. Pretty damn tanky already. Another crush though with an extra couple of right clicks will secure the kill. They get it first, so Nisha is not getting any experience off of that. At the same time, Boogie falls again up top. I mean, everyone's saying how offlane is brutal, but not like this.
Yeah, it's really hard. You can't come to lane with the PMS anymore. The creep wave. I mean, they kind of balance it in a way that the creep wave 1 will meet closer to the safe lane tower, but it's a lot harder to set up pools now because the first minute the wave spawns after the first minute, and not 30 seconds. So you can't do shenanigans like stack the small camp and then double pool or something like that. So it's fairly difficult. So they kind of balance it in those ways. But yeah, offlane can be a lot harder now, for sure.
Been caught again. Yeah, oh, please don't fight against us. Katsu is there. Over the extra ward. He also has the Tranquil Boots already, so he's beating Gonzalez right now. 405 move speed. The stun after the surge. Boogie slowed down. He's dead again. Calling it right now.
Oh, it gets blocked a little bit.
He's dead.
But he's gonna get it, yeah. He's gonna get it.
Alright, they get a crush on Pathos, but level 3 Omnight at this point only throw out the heal. Starting to stack up the Shadow Poison zone. He does not have the repel to work with just yet. Another crush. Another Shadow Poison here. That's the last of the mana, and should be enough at level 2.
Get one more crush?
Oh, maybe not. Okay. Oh, estimated that a little bit in our case. So he's tipping in, intercepts DNZ, burns his mana. He did get the sprint off, but he's still not just as fast as Katza.
One more? Battery cells?
Gonna be able to catch up here with the right click. Actually, Tranquil's not kicking in. Means that DNZ will be able to slither on out of there. Very close now. So the only lane that's really going perfectly for Penta is still his bottom lane. At least when it comes to Oliver, he's sitting on top of the CS chart. So how can they leverage that to try and get back into this game?
Well, they can't really focus too much on bottom lane. Well, they could try, but Oliver is kind of jacked up right now. He has his full face boots, and for the most part, he can kind of just tear through anybody. They do have some burst potential, but he's about to hit level 6. But mid lane, Nisha might just get in trouble. This might be one of the ways that they come back here. Oh, oi.
Things around. Queen of Pain, a lot of trouble. Extra minus something from Metal Sash. Nisha, one more last hit. One more right click. Not connect to get the high ground, but Exotic Deer also making rotation here. The crush onto a couple of heroes. A trade 1-for-1 so far. Boogie next on the list, and the punch and back through the entire game so far for the
Trade 2 for 1.
They do get the Viper, but they lose to. I'm not sure if that's worth it at this point.
Still
but
going.
if you lose Armin, it's definitely not going to be. He does get the Shrine off before the stun connects, and now TP in is Boogie. Turns to the fray. Search forward. Not sure what this one here. No mana on Alsash, though. He can only throw out the Wave of Terror.
Yeah, I mean, I like the idea. This is trying to shut down this Viper and elevate your Queen of Pain. Queen of Pain is definitely going to be one of the heroes you need to rely on to kill the PA. Just, you know, having that high magic and pure burst damage potential. They need to accelerate her. She's had a hard lane against this Viper. I mean, last hit it showed 15-5 to 30-17, so not the best game here for 9.
Understatement. Top lane again, bit of an engagement here. Armin coming in to try and help, but he has to self-disrupt. But he's still gonna get caught with the Cogs burn. Right click down. Exotic Deer with DNZ and 9. That's actually jumped to the creeper if he is still gonna get nuked down. Need a couple of right clicks to actually finish the job with the Shadow Poison on top. That's eventually gonna take out anyway, but Boogie still want to claim it. He definitely needs it the most here of these couple of heroes. Yeah, looks like you're right. They're trying to leverage this Queen of Pain regardless of 9 having a bad time in lane. Katsa actually still finds him with the better assault. 9 doesn't have to blink for another couple of seconds. The crush will buy him some space here, but is it going to be enough? Looks like he gets enough time to bottle up a couple of times. Blink across. DNZ though, bit of a different story. He has nothing apart from a sprint. Crush, but caught inside the cogs. He will fall again. Meanwhile, Viper actually intercepts Queen of Pain there.
Yeah, he was able to chase him down. They had the ward in the high ground, so he was able to come in, and he had blinked over, and so the blink was still on cooldown. Can't hide from Viper anymore just because he has that Nether Toxin AoE. It's gonna just take you down one way or another.
Well, going to be a bit of a disaster, but early game is early game. Every game has one. Not auto win, but Penta, they're gonna have to work. Especially here if you're considering the job against the Viper, who can really take the game over. Also up against the Phantom Assassin, very strong in this match. Level 7 right now. All we have is the Ursa. So Roshan maybe on a docket to try and mitigate some of that Kinguin advantage a little bit. And he's going for the Blink Dagger first, but looks like he's saving up money. He has it queued up. He wants to be aggressive on heroes instead.
Something I didn't consider though, is that with the change to the Nether Toxin, they actually gave Viper a way to farm fast, or to flash farm. It's a very low cooldown, low mana cost AoE ability just to clear out waves and stacks here. So,
yep.
I knew the Viper was strong, but I didn't. This is something in the Heroes Toolkit I did not consider when they made that change. So, very strong here with top lane. Maybe they're going in on someone. Yep.
One crit, the second one will do the trick. Zartier throws out one more dagger, and Armin doesn't want to take the chance. Nice disruption there. Alright. Blink deck online on Ursa. Could even potentially kill Pathos with a little bit of extra help. 9 is there, has a Sonic Wave at the ready.
Yeah, he doesn't have GA to try to save him, but...
Oliver though, okay, looking for top
Going
instead.
top lane.
Oh god, this time no defensive disruption, only delaying the inevitable. Able to get the kill, but now Exotic Deer, they're gonna get gone on Oliver, slowing him down. DNZ misses the crush though. Couple more right clicks, jump to the teammates. That attempt also failed. At some point you gotta start worrying about that, right? Because fail these kind of rotations on a one position hero also means more space, in this case from Nisha. 9 only now coming back as he was pushing out the bottom lane. Kinguin, they're getting everything they want right now, aren't they?
Yeah, everything they want. I mean, just even just the 1 point in the blur. the Ursa missed, I think, 3 attacks, so he wasn't able to actually kill him or do much damage at
Look
all.
at this. Russian Mage gets a stun off on the Ursa, but 2 more right clicks, 1 more, trying to deny himself to Ancients. No, not gonna happen. DNZ tried to go for body blocks, but he's printed up, so it's not really going to work.
That's actually the most annoying thing when you're playing against Avenge. That she just spawns an illusion that just whacks you.
Catapult wave down bottom. Loyalty is there. Farming up, doing some damage.
Atos might be in trouble top.
Yep. Link, another the crush, this time on the money. 1 more right click. This is more like it. This is what they need.
Yeah, this is going to be the scary part for Penta, was when they're going to get their blink daggers. They should have 3 blink daggers as bottom lane Armen.
Delaying things a little bit more. DNZ ready with a crush. Misses it again here due to the battery assault, not allowing him to get too close. Oliver still with a slowdown. Complex for right clicks. Cats are still pretty speedy, even with the broken tranquils. Another blink. 9 also coming into the fray, so that'll help secure that kill.
Yeah, good way to chase there. Good chase, good rotation, good response there from Penta. Oliver putting in a lot of work right now with that blink dagger.
But top of the network chart here, equaling Phantom Assassin now. Exotic has 5 kills already, right? 3 on the Ursa Bear. But I'm really worried about 9 still. I mean, he's taking part, but he's not getting the kills, so he's not really surging forward. He's has as much net worth as his Darkseer, who's died 5 times. So it's not exactly the point where Queen of Pain wants to be, but okay, they find more and more kills though. Oliver.
Yeah, Oliver is a complete monster right now. No one can really fight against him. He's just going to tear through everybody. But yeah, this is what they needed to do for 9. 9 had a very bad lane, and he needs to be able to farm quicker. Boogie on the Darkseer. Darkseer has a lot more ways to just kind of safely farm and flash farm just a little bit quicker than the Queen of Pain in these early games.
Yep.
So I just need that little bit of time so you can get that Helm of the Dominator, the Veil, at the quap. So now I would expect 9 to participate more in these fights now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Online, along some lines, mid lane was being pressured by Kinguin. Get their own Veil on the Viper, so it's also a viable build these days with the Nether Toxin in particular. He's maxed that out. Sometimes you still see the poison attack is also corrosive skin before that Nether Toxin, but good for him.
Dire's top tower has
Top lane will fall. Oliver got enough time unimpeded, but now the smoke rotation towards this area. Could catch Boogie in the with hook shot. No way out of this one. Oh man.
Good kill.
Oh man, getting some vision down with that smoke.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Oliver is thinking about going on somebody.
I don't think she saw anybody though.
Dire are scanning.
They're setting up for tier 1 mid now.
Yeah, I'm liking these awards from Penta a lot. So they see the Venge. They're gonna jump.
If that's the right idea though, Patos does have the Guardian Angel now, plus the heal maxed out. Well, this Omni Knight is one of the prime heroes to turn around these kind of ganks. Now,
yeah, they're gonna smoke themselves. I think the ward might have saw them. I think some of them might have been the ward, but Viper in trouble.
Trying to go on him, but he's super taking out Exotic Deer. 1, 2, 3. RMN with a self-disruption, trying to keep himself alive. Oliver also dropping low and low hits on all this poison. One last swipe from the PA will finish him off. Alisage leaping to the shrine for some reason. It was right next to him. Trying to intercept RMN in case it was needed, but Kinguin, well, fighting on their turf, and Penta Sports were not quite ready for all of these heroes to show up.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about in the draft. Viper is very strong against the Ursa, just holding him down. And when you have the ability, you have just a nice little 5-second just holding cage with the clockwork power cogs. It becomes very easy just for him to just sit in that Nether Toxin poison, just get really just run down there.
He's gonna try again.
Oliver's not
Nisha,
done yet.
Oliver a couple of right clicks, but defense swap from Sash. The hook shot here onto the everyone. Is catching them in small little arena, but also setting up for 9 with the ultimate. 1-4 trade so far, but 9 has to get himself out of here now. Defense illusion falling, but it will expire. Meanwhile, Boogie coming in. He wants some redemption, already used the vacuum though, trying to do some extra damage with that iron shell. Kinguin still very much healthy. All the heals coming out. Max corrosive skin, very hard to even kill that Viper.
Yeah, it was a really great swap there from LSH. Saving his Viper from being killed. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
no,
gonna be
the
that's gonna be the
trades.
problem for Oliver this whole game. He's gonna have to figure out ways not to get kited, not to get Devil's Look here those kills.
Yeah, our man has to be very, very careful. One of these days he's just gonna get crit twice before he can even get the disruption off. This is not this day. Sneak the boundary rune. It will be fine.
Radiant's
Oliver
middle tower
denying a tower mid
is
now,
down.
so at least they've got that going for them.
Another goal. I mean, they're gonna lose a little bit of map control, not being able to have as a much easier access to Roshan as the Dire will, losing ATP spot rotation.
Okay. Might soak some experience there, but does get called out by exotic deals with Nisha down the bottom. That's another freebie for them up top. Penta trying to take advantage of that, but 9 gets stunned up. LSH does have enough mana for a swap now as exotic deal comes in, but 9 links down towards the low ground. Into the hook shot from Kazo with a pushback. Need a couple more right clicks here with minus armor. The crits. Only one of them there,
Can they
but
get him?
9's super slow. They should be able to maintain vision at the moment. Another blink though, down towards mid-wave. The tower!
No, 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 no,
Oh no.
Oh no.
Radiant's bottom tower
Well,
is under attack.
Whoops, affirmative, careful.
50 gold for everybody involved, so that's something. Oh my
Oh,
god.
that feels bad. I think he could have like blinked anywhere else. Like he did not need to blink all the way into the tower. He could have done a short blink and maybe TP'd out. I think he was okay there, but
Yeah.
oh, feels bad.
Hindsight and all.
Yeah, but in all that time, DNC is going back to what he was doing before he got picked off and trying to catch up, get that blink dagger. It's a little bit slower. Normally, you want to get that blink dagger around 15 minutes. But it might come around closer to 20 minutes. But
I think
that's
one
going
of
to
the
elevate
reasons-
Penta's game. They need to have as many blink daggers, as much mobility, as much catch as possible to help. One, get their damage boost up, but two, just help their Ursa and help their Quap, have that vision to get those kills.
It's also one of the reasons why we don't see a lot of Slaughter these days. So he's super fast in the river now. Thanks, Volvo.
Super fast in the river.
Sarge down onto the darks. Yeah, he should be fine now unless Katsov finds a crazy hookshot. He's looking for it. And Boogie with a sidestep. Alright.
Is falling.
But yeah, it's so hard to find a farm on a hero like Slaughter with no inherent mechanisms to do that. So, and kind of useless at some point without the blink.
Well, just farm close to the river. You just, farm some creep way, get in the river, go to a camp, go back to the river, farm another camp, river, camps. That's how you do it, right?
If there were any camps that were close to the river, then sure.
Alright, well, Roshan's a camp, right? Farm Roshan.
Yeah, right. That's the way to do it. That's what Amplify Damage is for. Farm Roshan itself.
Radiant are scared.
Well, we're gonna see a smoke up from Kinguin. I thought I saw a ping. No, that was a scan from the Radiant side, so now they're gonna be looking for him. They're gonna send out a creepy in there. Smoke breaks.
Well, the Sash, the Ogre Frost Mage also being a bit annoying here with the scouting. It's very interesting item build here, but he keeps going back for that on the Darks here. And I do like it in principle, just having one of these neutral creeps available. There's so many that are almost underrated. You only see them when you have like a Beastmaster with this new talent, with this new, the way this ability works now, or when you have a Chen or Enchantress, or Doom sometimes, but
Yeah.
there's a
Well, to be
place for
honest, like-
neutral creep in every game.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, having Helmet Dominator is actually a really powerful item if you think about it. It provides a lot of AoE regen for your team. So they're going to smoke actually under a ward, so Penta is going to know, and they're all retreating towards that tier 1 tower to be safe. But yeah, Helmet Dominator is very powerful, it provides a lot of regen, and then for a tier like Darkseer, you're able to use that Ion Shell, the Kree, which is to kind of run around in those neutral camps to get those farm even faster.
Soon he'll break the smoke. They do not have detection at the ready by the looks of it.
You see Kesor. Kesor sees them.
Amen gets stunned up. Yeah, he's dead. Or is he? Tries to disrupt him aggressively, but yeah. Can't get it on exotic deer, so he's dead. That didn't quite work out again, as you said. Smoking on a ward never really tends to work out well for a team that's smoking. So Kinguin get a freebie. There's still no Roshan taken. Now it's at a point where they might want to decide to do it. And they have some of their own with the Desolator as well as Alice Sash. Only one point up in Wave of Terror, but still something. Taking it away from Penta is gonna be so huge.
Should be a very quick Roshan here.
Coming though, they still have the Blink on Star, that's the reason they smoked in the first place, but can't get close to the pits. Now we have a 5-minute duration where it's gonna be very hard for Penta to even take a fight or be aggressive.
Yeah, Kinguin feeling pretty strong right now.
How do you feel about this Desolator on Oliver?
I mean, it's an item. You get it.
Thanks for the hashtag expert analysis.
I think honestly that he may wanted to go for a Diffusal Bid rather than a Desolator. I know that he wanted to help burst down, but he's against an Omni Knight. He kind of needs it. He needs more. He knew that he was going to get kind of kited this game. Granted that he has ways for his team to actually move around and maybe get control for him, but I think he needs a way to one control other heroes and two. Like I said, you're against an Omni Knight. You need to be able to hold him down.
Yep.
I can understand that maybe it's a personal preference, or his team doesn't have natural building hitters, so he wants to get that Desolator. But I think the Diffusal Blade might have been the better choice here.
Maybe Basher or even a Nullifier Rush, something crazy that does something, because pushing towers is not your main concern right now. It's defending your own that they have to think about. Top tier 3, or down to a third of itself. And Nisha with the Aegis, he doesn't care, just keeps spamming that Nether Toxin. Ultimate from Shadow Demon already expended, not doing really anything. So this tower will be going down. Nice little vacuum forced up though, but no follow up here. DNZ not quite in the right position. They'll get some crush up, the swap back. They do trigger the Aegis. A lot of damage being done here to Kinguin. Guardian Angel will help prevent some of the follow up though, and none of them really died for good. Nisha coming back with that Aegis. And Shadow Demon lost the casualty and still got what they came for.
Yeah, I'm not sure they need to back up completely. No, they're just going to go for the shrine here. I was going to say, I don't think they really need to back up, just wait for the wall to fall and then go back in, but they already expended their GA, so I guess they felt that was enough.
Okay. No GA, no Aegis, no hookshot. No reason to overextend there. No swap either, it was everything being used essentially.
They are ahead 6k, so they do feel just fine. They don't feel that they need to press anything. Mid lane might be looking a little juicy here.
The thing is, you can't go on Nisha even without the Aegis. Like, you know that the rest of the team is behind him, especially Patos. He's gonna throw out a heal and repel, then Katsu's coming in with a hook shot, or just walking in with Battery Soul. It's very hard for Penta to take any sort of fight right now. Or even attempt to pick off without knowing exactly that the rest of the team, these saving heroes, are elsewhere on the map entirely.
It's pretty difficult. I'm just wondering where Penta can go here. They have their Blink Dagger on Slardar. They have... What does Queen of Pain have? Queen of Pain actually went for a defensive item instead of offense with the Yules, which I think is okay in terms of kiting and in some ways, but then they might need more. She's actually going in for the Shiva Scar, so she's actually feeling that she needs to be even more defensive. The minus attack still will help a lot against the Viper and the PA, but they are lacking in terms of damage. PA actually, Exotic Deer finishing up his Sanjin Yasha, so this guy's going to be you know, full on Bugatti strat.
Yep.
Just running around.
425 move speed, that's without face or mask and madness activated.
Radiant's bottom shrine.
With face, with both, it's 550 max move speed. There you go.
That old race car build.
Yep. Even putting Clockwork to shame.
Is under attack. Dire's
That's Clock we're looking at
bottom tower.
380.
420 with Unbroken Tranquils, I think.
Yeah.
Like that. Sometimes you even see Clockworks go for the Tranquils and then an extra Windlays. It's not this game. Oh god, Armen. Trying to be cheeky, trying to skip creep waves, I believe. But I'm not creating space. Right. Where do we go from here? What's the way back for Penta? Like, what's their ideal team fight look like?
I'm not sure. Like, they need to find a way to delete either the Viper or the PA, like, just right off the bat. The problem is, they could do that, but the defensive capabilities out of Kinguin is very strong. They can GA, they can hook in a target to stop the attack top lane. Maybe they're going to go in. No, they're just going to back out. You know, they swap. It's just very difficult.
Oh,
they're
that is
actually
Blink
gonna jump back in.
Crush. Not sure about this one here. They see Exotic Deer, they see Patos, and yeah, DNZ will just foul. Despite that extra armor from the Frost Mage. They tried, they poked, but they figured out, okay, the entire rest of Kinguin is here. Get the hell out. Alright. Katsu. Hooking onto Elisash, alright. Bit of a love tap. Doesn't have Axe though, so that being on cooldown for 50 seconds is gonna be a bit annoying.
I'm wondering what Kinguin is waiting for currently, where they're just looking to push out their lanes and then be able to get a push in. Yeah, that's what they're doing. So they're gonna get for the they're gonna go for this tier 2 mid here. Should fall fairly quickly.
Push out lanes, get tier 2s. They already got both shrines, so
Radiant's middle
Yes.
tower.
if they're not worried at all, they can go high ground right here. If they are not feeling as comfortable, then they're just gonna look to control the map and wait for the next Roshan. Might respawn in about 2 minutes, so still a while out. That's time for Penta to try and farm on the other side of the map like RMN is doing.
Yeah, they just need to catch up here. Oliver trying to finish out. He actually did finish out the MPKB. Now he's going for that BKB. The BKB
Bottom tower is under
maybe needed to come out just a tad bit earlier, so we wouldn't get into control. But like I said, you have two ways to pierce BKB. Actually, three spells that have pierce BKB right now. To able to control there, so
Yep.
it's a hard Ursa game.
Yes, indeed. With the MKB, at the very least, they have that damage output against Phantom Assassin, at least.
Yeah, I'm worried that he might not have the BKB before the next big team fight, because I'm gonna imagine that you know, Roshan will. He might actually finish it, because I don't think Kinguin is gonna actually try to push high ground with that Aegis. And she's they're gonna
Blink
blink
Crush.
in here.
Alright, that works. Bring them on
Alright.
Knight first and then get the hell out of there. But the
Nice
swap
one.
back cancels the TP on Oliver. They stun him up. They right click him down. He does have buyback. His buddy RMN does not. He got picked off earlier. The hook shot! Connecting on the Green Pain. Does have another blink. But now 9 on the run again. Can they find him inside the trees? Well, they can't because he's not there. Getting himself.
Nine
Still
has
sticking
learned
in
his
this area.
patterns.
He cancels TP in return. Alright.
has fallen.
Being as annoying as he can
Cheeky.
be.
Cheeky play there.
You
They're
can't.
going back in actually.
God, that's a basher on Exotic Deer. Push back. No crits though, so 9 will still be alright.
Yeah.
He's gonna look to skip creep base here.
That's the only thing you can do. The PA is actually closing on him. He's gonna have to blink out and maybe TP. Actually, TP is on cooldown.
Use the
Uh-oh.
Sonic Wave, but not Scream of Pain immediately. Now the Yield Scepter off, another blink.
Can you see him?
This is the wildest chase I've seen in a while.
Nice hook.
Katsu with another hook shot. Push back. No bash this time. Like,
So
this is-
fast.
This has gone on for like a solid minute right now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Getting
Rocket
another
Flare
creep
scouting
wave,
him
but
out.
finally he dies.
Oh, that was fun to watch.
Space created is what you call that. what you call
Space
that.
created, and of course, Exotic Zero being the good old carry, is totally supports the stack neutrals. Stack for me, please. Stack, please.
Didn't go for the cleave talent. So.
Oh, Oliver in the river.
I'm looking at Vengeful Spirit here. It's Alisage dying first. Nisha. Well, they do have some extra Vipers here up against them. Oliver trying to do damage here, but now Exotic Deer coming back in. The bash is there. The crits are as well. Monster kill streak. Or the Phantom Assassin. You know, all of that was with Roshan being up. Kinguin will be looking to try and get that. Meanwhile, River Tussle up top. Boogie up against Katsun. Yeah, we've seen this dance before. Exotic Deer coming in to sneak the double kill. And I don't know, it feels like Penta is just... it feels like they are not going to be able to find a way back into this.
Yeah, I think this is kind of just all falling apart for Penta. They're very unsure how to come back to this game. A lot of their heroes right now feel useless against the heroes from Kinguin. And then, yeah, Kinguin is just kind of just running them over.
They had like a Magnus, maybe would say, alright, link RP into like an Empowered Ursa, but you have the Darkseer Slaughter, which is not a bad combo, don't get me wrong, but it's not nearly as potent if you're...
Yeah, it requires a lot of coordination, and you need like just the right circumstances to happen, and it makes the game very difficult.
Yeah. Alright, here we go, Kinguin. Aegis on the Viper. He's an Exotic Deer, so both these carriers technically with 2 lives. If, the
well, they're looking for somebody outside of the space.
Well, I'm gonna try and do something now. There's a Blink Crush onto 1. They need to follow up and they need to get out. Armen with defensive disruption. Kinguin, who are just going to try and find a better angle. They're disengaged for now.
See some illusion on illusion action. Hyper illusions beating the Slaughter illusions.
Would have thought.
Who would have thought?
Alright.
But now the creep wave top lane is finally coming in. Alisage has been working on that creep wave by himself.
And the hookshot connects. 4 staff here will prevent the Cox pushback. No extra chance for Exotic D to get in close again for the Abyssal Blade. It's the other thing, now he cannot feel comfortable doing the same thing that he did before, because Exotic D doesn't have to rely on the bash procs, he can just Abyssal Blade, and then 9 is pretty much die to a couple of crits. Does have a lot of armor though with Shiva's Guard and a decent amount of health points. But not gonna be enough here if he gets caught up by Exotic D +1 essentially.
Yeah, there's a niche just hit this tower.
I need to Blink Crush him because of the repel. It's off now. There it is! Vacuum Crush! Sonic Wave for the 4! Where do you go from here though? There's no damage! They're all still alive, Nisha! Even if he dies, he does have Aegis. They do bring down Oliver with a couple of crits. He bites back immediately. Armen does not have the luxury. They claim the Aegis. But what is next? The stuns. Exotic Deer looking for more. He only ate the cheese, but he's feeling extremely powerful right now. Dieback on Oliver. Right clicks. Almost bring down the Queen of Pain. Self-fuels, but no other blink.
Yeah,
no other life.
GG, I think.
It's being called right now.
Yeah, and there it is. There's the call.
PENTA out of form. Normally they beat Kinguin, but this time around they can't even get a single game off of them. What a series here. Kinguin though, well,
well played.
Though. Yeah, they have not shown any signs of weakness. They went for very stable drafts that didn't require a lot of fancy execution. Compared to PENTA anyway. There's still some execution required, and they delivered that and some.
Yeah, big win there for Team Kinguin. Definitely getting the revenge for last night, and moving on forward. I mean, yep. I felt that the picks from PENTA, I think this was an outdraft, and I think that PENTA kind of picked themselves into it. You know, you're first picking this Darkseer, which I don't think really worked out last game. They had that nice combination towards the end when they were able to get that vacuum into the multi-hero stun. It was a four hero vacuum into 4-hero starter stun, so not bad. But you know, they picked this Ursa into the Viper, and I think the Quap came after the Viper. I'm not sure, or maybe it was the other way around. I didn't see those picks because my internet was dying. But just just Team Kinguin having the right heroes against Penta, and then just kind of neutering what they wanted to and their abilities. So Team Kinguin running over that Penta for the nice 2-0 moving forward.
Yep. That means that Kinguin will be the one to meet up against Hellraisers in the grand finals for the EO qualifiers for the Summit 8. That's going to be a best of 5 casted by Lyrical, and I imagine Eilson again probably over on BTS 1. Gonna take the stream offline for the time being, but I'll be back with some CIS action in 2 hours. There'll be Na'Vi versus Empire, so do keep an eye on Twitter at Dragon.Dota, and as well as at Beyond the Summit here for stream info there. And while you're at it, you can also follow my co-caster at Delta Fox Bravo. And well,
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. Thank you, BTS, for inviting me over with Drag and Drop the Cast. So I appreciate it a lot, and thank you so much.
Yep. Thanks as well for joining, and thank you guys for watching. See you next time.